Hello students. So today's topic is cycloconverter control of induction motor drive. This is a part of unit 4 of EDTC syllabus. Now cycloconverter is a direct frequency changer that converts AC power at one frequency to AC power at another frequency. That is, it is a AC to AC converting device. They are used in high power applications which use synchronous and induction motors, and they are usually phase controlled because then they are built up by thyristors which can be easily turned off using natural or phase commutation. Now there are two types of cycloconverters, step up and step down. Step up, as the name implies, the output frequency will be higher than the input frequency, and in step down cycloconverter the output frequency will be lower than that of the input. So the cycloconverters are further classified into three categories, that is single phase to single phase, three phase to single phase, and three phase to three phase cycloconverters. Now three phase to single phase, that is, it operates in four quadrants, that is, it will have plus V plus I, minus V minus I. So these two being the rectification modes, and the other being, that is, plus V minus I and minus V plus I, being the inversion modes. Three phase cycloconverters are also there, and they are used on three phase induction and synchronous machines. Now three phase to three phase cycloconverters, if we take three phase to single phase converters of the same kind, that is, like it is given here in this figure, that is, three phase to single phase half wave cycloconverter is there, and it is using 6 thyristors. So if we combine three such cycloconverters, then we get a half waves 3 to 3 phase cycloconverter, and this is the figure which shows the cycloconverter fed induction motor, and you can see that there are three cycloconverters which are of 3 to single phase type, and the resultant phase voltage waveform is also shown here. So now this, if the output of three phase to single phase converters of the same kind are connected in star or delta, and if the output voltages are 2 pi by 3 radians phase shifted from each other, the resulting converter is a three phase to three phase cycloconverter as shown on slide 6. So it is shown here. Now again, it can be a three phase to three phase full wave bridge rectifier can also be there. So in that case, we are using three full wave bridge rectifiers, as you can see here, and now the number of thyristors will increase because it's a full wave bridge rectifier, and the number of thyristors in this case is increased to 36. In the previous one, there were 18 thyristors which were used. Now the features of this cycloconverter control is that because of low harmonic content when operating at low frequencies, smooth motion is obtained at low speeds. The harmonic content increases with frequency, making it necessary to limit the maximum output frequency to 40% of the source frequency. So the maximum speed is restricted to 40% of the synchronous speed. Now this drive also has regenerative braking capacity, and full four quadrant operation is obtained by reversing the phase sequence of motor terminal voltage. Since cycloconverter employs large number of thyristors, it becomes economically acceptable only in large power drives. So the main one of the aspect is that cycloconverter, it involves number of thyristors. So the circuitry is big, and the control circuitry of the thyristors is also required. That is, so there is hardware required is more in this. So it becomes costly also. So it is only used in very large power drives. So it has application high power drives requiring good dynamic response, but only low speed operation because it is mainly used in step down operation, that is in ball mill in a cement plant. Now this low speed operation is obtained by feeding a cycle motor with large pole numbers from a cycloconverter control of induction motor operating at low frequencies. These drives are called gearless drives because unlike conventional drives, the low speed operation of Load is obtained without a reduction gear, thus eliminating the associated cost, space and maintenance. Now the advantages are summed up again here. That is, it has reversibility and 4-quadrant operation is there, and it is justified for large power applications. Now it gives a very smooth low speed operation with the least torque ripple. Output voltage is a replica of reference voltage, and by using controlled rectifiers and firing angles, the output voltage may be controlled. It has certain disadvantages also, which are again summed up here. That is, it requires a large number of thyristors, so the hardware required is more. That makes it more expensive also. At higher ratings, the power factor is poor and harmonics are present in the output, and the converter operates at lagging power factor. So this is about the cycloconverter control of drives, and the reference is Fundamentals of Electric Drives by G.K. Dubey. Thank you.